This is Black Light. Now, what I'm about to say, I know that I might ruffle some people's feathers. I know y'all might not see it the same way I see things. So, I'm going to say it anyway, because you can't please all the people all the time. But when I say something, a lot of times it's my opinion. And it might offend some of you, especially if I point out what I think is a flaw in our people or organizations, So, but just hear me out. Now, this video here, I'm talking to the black law enforcement, the black military, and those who are working inside the government. Hear me out and see, do this make any sense? When our ancestors came over here as slaves, we wasn't part of the 13 colonies for the most part. There may have been some brothers and sisters that mixed in with the members of the 13th colony, but there's so few, we don't want to talk about them. But I'm talking about them brothers and sisters that's were in the Caribbeans, and before they broke them in, and then after they broke them in, brought them over here to America. And for 400 and some odd years, we've been in a struggle, and if you brothers and sisters, ancestors was a part of that, then you understand. But now if you a foreigner like Barack Obama, what I mean by that was his father, I believe, was a Nigerian, and he wasn't born. Barack wasn't born in the United States. He didn't come up in the ghetto or in the hood like we did. So when they say, well, we got a black president, we do have a black president, but we don't have a brother that's familiar with the hood like those that were born and bred here. Now, most of the police, the Joint Police Force, they are born and bred in the hood or maybe in a rural area. Now, I just want to ask this question. Why do you want to be a police? Or why do you want to be in the armed service? And why do you don't look at the whole planet? In other words, you see that the United States have been involved in many wars for various reasons. But the people that the United States been in wars with, they don't have a history of lynching black people and calling black people niggers and not letting them in the system. yet still you want to go and do battle in other countries because you're down with the flag. Or maybe you just like to kill. And in the neighborhoods, police, black police, you say, well, we want to protect and serve, you know. But you can't protect us like that. A sister could be walking down the street and get shot by a stray bullet, or sitting in your house and get shot by a stray bullet, or somebody kick in your front door, home invasion. So you really can't tell, you know, because it's a spur of the moment thing. You don't know what's in the minds, you know, of the people. So you can only arrest them after somebody lying dead, you know, they're a victim. You know, without a victim, there's no crime, right? So this is what I want to discuss. In all the other countries, you always see, especially over there in South Africa. South Africa, you see the white military with black military. You're always gonna see that black military in there with the white military against your own people. I'm gonna come back to this in later videos, but to me that don't make no sense at all, because for the most part your people just now coming out of slavery, and you can feel the white supremacy real bad, but yet still y'all call yourself protecting and serving. And I'm not at home now, but when I get back home, I'm going to get my little Constitution book out. And the Constitution was broken when the Federal Reserve came in the picture, because it states in the Constitution that only Congress has the right to coin money. And it hasn't changed. Here come the Federal Reserve with the IRS, and they're printing up dollars out of thin air. It don't make no sense to me, but y'all going against the Constitution. Y'all said y'all pledged to the Constitution, or the Constitution's the highest law of the land, but I see one violation right there with the Federal Reserve and the IRS, because the IRS, the taxes that they collecting on is mentioned nowhere in the Constitution. You just have a direct tax that the states pay, not the individual. Also, it says the Second Amendment, you have the right to bear arms and carry arms. It says also somewhere in there about the militia, you know, does the policing. Also, it's a common law type situation set up. So I really can't see, unless y'all don't know what y'all doing. I can't see where y'all coming from. This is Black Light Out.